Hi, Gemini. This is your mid-May general reading. It is general because it probably will not resonate with all of you, which is why I encourage you to watch your sun, moon, and rising signs. Okay, Gemini, I want to take this time to thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting on my videos. I really, really appreciate it, and I love reading your feedback. Okay, so Gemini, let's see what mid-May has in store for you. Okay, in the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. So to start off with, so we're looking at approximately mid-May right now. It could be a little before, a little after. But what we have is the Ace of Wands paired with the King of Pentacles. And the very first thing that came to mind for this was that you're probably going to have a new job opportunity or a new money making opportunity coming in mid to end of May. So the Ace of Wands is a new beginning. It's creation, it's passion, it's finding something that you love, but it is the beginning of it. So maybe you've been thinking about applying for a new job, or maybe you've recently applied for a new job and you're just waiting to hear. Now, whoever, like, I just got this strong indication that this King of Pentacles is an actual male person. And this is likely going to be your new boss. I feel that he does not have a great reputation for being the kindest or warmest of people. And I think that he is a very intimidating sort of person. So you may not have had an interview with this particular person. I think maybe you've interviewed with someone else that is a manager, but this is like, say, a general manager or an owner or whatever, who you're going to meet probably on your first or second day of work. And you may start questioning why you took the job. I don't think he's necessarily a bad or mean person. I think that he's just very intimidating because he has a lot at stake and wants to make sure that he has the right employees. So leading up to this, what we have is the Page of Cups, coupled with the Five of Pentacles. So maybe what's happened is, I don't know if you've been laid off or let go from a previous job, that's left you kind of in the lurch. You don't really have the funds to continue without a job, and that may be why you applied for this other job and why you're going to hang on to it. This job may have also been suggested to you by a friend of yours. Maybe this friend works for the company, or he or she has a connection with the company. Maybe it's a friend or family member of theirs. But somehow I feel like you were told about this job. You're kind of a shoo-in for it because of this connection, but I feel like it couldn't come at a better time. Whatever is going on in your life right now, is, to me, it feels like you kind of have to take the job. And maybe that's why you're relying on these connections that are coming in. Going toward the end of the month and into June, we have the Nine of Swords, paired with the Ace of Cups. it may be a hard transition for you. Um, if your previous job was one that was really easy for you, you didn't take your work home at night, you got along well with your colleagues and your boss or your team leader. Um, it was just it. You kind of got up in the morning, you did what you had to do, you came home. There was nothing more to it than that you would be taking away. There was no real stress involved in it. But this job, I think there's a little more to it. And whether it's because of the intimidation factor here or whether it requires more of you, maybe there are skills that you haven't developed yet that are required of you. So you're struggling to make sure you're doing a good job because you haven't learned the required skills yet. And I think you're afraid that someone is going to find out that you're, for lack of a better term, a fraud. You've kind of represented yourself as being able to do this job because you needed it, and now that you are being um, asked to fulfill the role, it's very scary for you because you don't know how. So you're doing what you can to learn this stuff, but I think that you're going to be given an opportunity to go on some courses or take some classes to make sure that you can do the job. Even though this new boss, is very scary and intimidating, I feel like he wants you to succeed. I think he's used to people bluffing a little bit to get in there, but I think he sees something in you and he is going to encourage you to move forward with your skills, to learn what you can, because I think he believes you really are an asset to the company. So don't get too worked up over your lack of knowledge because you will be able to learn it. And I think when you look back on this, you're going to wonder why you were so nervous and afraid of getting fired. Because I think that ultimately you're going to have a really good relationship with this boss. I think that you have some mutual respect there that maybe isn't at the forefront right now, but will be eventually. So take advantage of the skills that are going to be offered to you, any courses, any classes, any way that you can learn the things you need to learn. Take advantage of them because they're only going to help. I'm going to pull a few cards from messages from your animal spirit guides for clarification, validation, and additional information for mid-May. Okay, Gemini. What do we have for Gemini? Okay, so all of these cards are about taking the time you need, learn what you need to learn, but ultimately don't rush into it. Take your time, don't get worked up. The first card is the kiwi. Second card is the goose. And the third card is gorilla. So the kiwi, the message that it says is to do a walking meditation each day for the next week. If you meditate, terrific. Go inside and see what it is that you want out of this experience. You will have to answer that question for yourself in order to move forward with it and do a good job at it. The goose says take time to rest and recuperate rather than continuing your striving. Don't lose sleep at night over the things you don't know. Let yourself learn and take in everything that you can. And the gorilla says take time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. So maybe this is a family member that has gotten you this job. Maybe they're trying to let you know that you do have the necessary skills for this, but you're just not confident in them. Or maybe they know that you can learn the skills, so they're trying to encourage you to not give up on the opportunity because it is a really good one for you. I really feel as if this job opportunity is a long term thing for you, and it will result in you not having to worry about money. I don't think this is going to be a living paycheck to paycheck kind of job. And I think that it's probably one of the best. I feel like you're going from a job, that's what you've left behind, into a career that is going to last for quite a while with you. And there is room for movement and growth in this company. So make sure that you take the time um, to listen to yourself, to listen to those around you, and to not get caught up in what you don't know. So, Gemini, I hope that your mid May reading resonated with some of you. And I hope that it can, for those of you that it did resonate with, I hope that it's kind of going to quiet you, quiet your soul about the nerves and the things that you feel that you don't know. I hope you have a wonderful May, and if you would like a private reading, please email me at traveler1230@gmail.com or leave me a message in the comment section and I'll get back to you. See you later.